Greetings, folks. Welcome to 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 𝗧, your go-to channel for insightful and life-changing content. Here, we delve into topics designed to enrich your life and broaden your perspective. From home improvement tips to lifestyle advice, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 𝗧 is your trusted companion on the journey of self-improvement. Today, we're shifting gears a bit. We're going to explore the digital world and its influence on our lives. In today's video, we will discuss why it's important to post less on social media and live more. Social media, a tool that started as a means of staying connected, has now become an addiction for many. The allure of constant updates, the thrill of likes, comments, and shares, the compulsion to check our phones every few minutes. It's a cycle that has many of us in its grip. Our lives are now entwined with the virtual world to an extent where it's hard to distinguish where real life ends and the digital one begins. A constant barrage of information, the incessant need to be in the know, and the fear of missing out are driving us to spend more time on these platforms. The prevalence of this addiction is alarming. It's not just the teens or the millennials, it's everyone. From the 7-year-old with a tablet to the 70-year-old with a smartphone, we're all part of this digital whirlpool. And what's the cost of this addiction? It's not just about the hours wasted scrolling through feeds. The excessive use of social media is leading to a myriad of issues, both mental and physical. A lack of focus, decreased productivity, disrupted sleep patterns are just the tip of the iceberg. There's a growing body of research linking excessive social media use to heightened feelings of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. The constant comparison with others' lives, the pressure to present a perfect image, the cyberbullying, it's a toxic mix that's impacting our mental health. But that's not all. There's also the issue of privacy. Every like, every share, every comment, they're all data points feeding into algorithms, shaping our online experiences, and sometimes even manipulating our thoughts and actions. Social media addiction has become a public health concern. But don't worry, there are ways to curb this addiction. The key is to recognize the problem, understand its impact, and take proactive steps to control our digital consumption. Because in the end, it's about striking a balance. A balance between the virtual and the real, the online and the offline, the digital and the physical. Excessive social media use can rob us of our real-life interactions and experiences. Imagine this. You're at a family gathering, a reunion perhaps. The laughter, the stories, the shared memories. But instead of engaging, you're engrossed in an endless scroll, a digital world that is far removed from the warmth and connection in front of you. This scene is far too common in today's world. Overuse of social media can lead to us missing out on these precious moments with family and friends. Social media, with its likes, shares, and comments, can make us feel connected, but it's a different kind of connection. It's a virtual connection. A like on a picture or a share of a post while validating can never replace the joy of a shared laugh, the comfort of a hug, or the understanding in a friend's gaze. Our hobbies, those activities that we love and are passionate about, also take a back seat. Remember the joy of reading a book, painting a canvas, or hiking a trail? When was the last time we engaged in these activities without feeling the need to share it online for validation? Perhaps the most significant impact of excessive social media use is on our mental health. Real-life interactions play a crucial role in our well-being. They help us feel connected, understood, and valued. They help us develop empathy, understanding, and emotional intelligence. Conversely, the more time we spend on social media, the less time we have for these interactions. We may start to feel isolated, anxious, and depressed. Studies have shown that excessive social media use can lead to feelings of loneliness and lower life satisfaction. In a world that is increasingly digital, it's essential to remember the importance of real-life interactions. They are what make us feel truly alive and connected. They are what make life worth living. So let's take a step back from our screens. Let's reconnect with the world around us, with our family, our friends, and our hobbies. Let's reclaim those precious moments, those shared laughs, those heartfelt conversations. Real-life experiences are irreplaceable. It's time we reclaim our time and start living more. Now the question arises, how can we use social media responsibly and live more? Well, the answer lies in a balance. Like any tool, social media can be used or misused. It's all about setting boundaries and using it to enhance rather than hinder your life. Let's dive into some practical tips that can help you reduce your social media use. First, consider setting time limits for your social media use. Think about how much time you want to spend on these platforms each day. Maybe it's 30 minutes, perhaps it's an hour. Whatever the period, stick to it. There are even apps available that can help you track your usage and warn you when you're nearing your set limit. It's a simple strategy, but it can be incredibly effective. Next, let's talk about notifications. They're those pesky little alerts that pop up on your screen, drawing you back into the world of likes, shares, and comments. The solution: turn them off. By doing so, you're taking control of when you engage with social media, rather than letting it dictate your time. It's a small change, but one that can have a significant impact on your overall usage. Another tip is to prioritize real-life interactions. Social media can be a great way to stay connected, but it should never replace face-to-face communication. Make it a point to spend quality time with the people in your life. Invite a friend for a walk, call a family member, or even strike up a conversation with a stranger. You'd be surprised at how fulfilling these interactions can be compared to a string of emojis or likes. Remember to take social media breaks. Consider designating one day a week or even a few hours each day as a social media free time. Use this time to engage in activities you love, like reading a book, going for a run, or simply enjoying nature. You'll find that the world outside your screen has much to offer. Lastly, be mindful of your social media consumption. Just as you might watch what you eat, pay attention to what you're feeding your mind. Are the accounts you're following adding value to your life? If not, it might be time for a social media detox. Unfollow accounts that don't inspire or uplift you, and curate your feed to reflect positivity and personal growth. By implementing these tips, you can regain control over your social media use and start living more. It won't always be easy, and there might be days when you slip up. But remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about reclaiming your time and using it to live a more fulfilling life. With a little bit of effort and a lot of determination, you can transform your relationship with social media and live more in the here and now. Let's quickly recap what we've discussed today. We've delved into the intricate web of social media addiction, exploring how it has subtly crept into our lives, shifting our focus from the physical world around us to the digital one at our fingertips. We've painted a vivid picture of how this excessive use of social media can distort our perception of reality, creating a virtual world that often overshadows our real-life interactions. We've also shed light on how this digital dependency can lead to a myriad of problems. It can fuel feelings of inadequacy when we compare our lives to the seemingly perfect ones portrayed on social media. It can strain our relationships as we spend less quality time with our loved ones, opting instead to scroll through our feeds. And it can rob us of the joy of living in the moment, as we become more preoccupied with capturing it for social media than actually experiencing it. But it's not all doom and gloom. We've also shared some practical tips to help you reduce your social media use and reclaim control over your time and attention. We discussed setting boundaries, such as designated no phone times or zones, utilizing apps that track and limit your screen time, and engaging in activities that disconnect you from the digital world and reconnect you with the physical one. We've emphasized the importance of mindful usage, encouraging you to question why you're reaching for your phone and whether it's a reaction to boredom or a genuine desire to connect. We've suggested replacing the habit of mindless scrolling with more fulfilling activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Remember, the goal is not to completely eliminate social media. It has its advantages, providing a platform for us to connect with others, share our experiences, and learn about the world. The key is to use it responsibly, to make it a tool that enriches our lives rather than one that consumes it. Thank you for tuning in to 𝗪𝗪𝗪. We hope this discussion has provided you with some valuable insights and practical strategies to help you strike a healthier balance between your digital and real-life interactions. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, live more and post less.